question. Next, poverty alleviation programs in rural areas have not been successful because of absence of citizen participation. Discuss. Poverty alleviation programs in rural areas have not been successful because of absence of citizen participation. So, what is your introduction for this? And why poverty alleviation programs? Why poverty alleviation programs? Because of backwardness of rural areas. Because rural areas in India are more backward. Because in rural areas agriculture was the main occupation of the people, and in agriculture the terms of trade are not favorable, which have resulted in more backwardness. And after independence, India had opted for a welfare state, and it had seen a proliferation of poverty alleviation programs since independence. Proliferation of poverty alleviation programs. After 1990s, with the implementation of 73rd Amendment, after 1990s with the implementation of 73rd Amendment, it was believed that two major problems. One, non-participation of stakeholders. Two major problems. One, non-participation of stakeholders. Two, absence of accountability mechanisms could be overcome. Absence of accountability mechanisms could be overcome. Absence of accountability mechanisms could be overcome. Then what happened? After that, what happened? But old localism has only resulted in politicization. Old localism has only resulted in politicization of development process. Politicization of development process. Gram Sabha was supposed to be the basic unit of administration. Gram Sabha was supposed to be the basic unit of administration, but it was Gram Panchayat that had become powerful institution at the local level. It was a Gram Panchayat that had become powerful institution at the local level. Gram Panchayat had become powerful institution, resulting in politicization of development process. Politicization. Citizen participation had remained a basic issue. Citizen participation had remained a basic issue because of continuation of bureaucracy-centric development process. Citizen participation had remained a basic issue because of continuation of a bureaucracy-centric development process. NGOs and civil society organizations remained at the periphery. NGOs and civil society organizations remained at the periphery of development process. NGOs and civil society organizations remained at the periphery of a development process. Central and state governments are implementing hundreds of developmental schemes. Central and state governments are implementing hundreds of developmental schemes. But average citizen at the local level has no knowledge about those schemes. On an average, it is said that a village in India is expected to receive benefits of more than 350 developmental and welfare schemes. On an average, it is said that a village in India is expected to receive more than 350 developmental benefits of 350 developmental schemes of center and states. Most of the schemes remained only on paper. Most of the schemes remain only on paper. And more importantly, there is no review process. There is no review process. To evaluate the performance. So what are the solutions we are offering then? What solutions we are offering them? First, citizen charter should be made compulsory for all developmental and welfare schemes. The citizen charter should be made compulsory for all welfare and developmental schemes. Second, stakeholders should be involved right from the inception till evaluation. Stakeholders should be involved right from inception till evaluation. Third, bureaucracy should transform itself from line authority to a staff agency. Line authority to a staff agency. Fourth, all the decisions of a Gram Panchayat should be ratified by Gram Sabha before they are implemented. All decisions of Gram Panchayat should be ratified by Gram Sabha before they are implemented. Next, recommendations of social audit committees should be made mandatory for any development and welfare scheme. Recommendations of social audit committees. They should be made mandatory. Next, remember when you are writing answers, you can include some facts related to developmental schemes, poverty alleviation schemes. What is the amount of money spent by the government on poverty alleviation programs in the previous year's budgets? You can include facts. And if you want, you can mention some of the important schemes also. But remember one thing, when you are writing answers in Indian administration, you will be getting marks for writing more points with less explanation. At least discuss 5-6 problems and come out with 5-6 solutions, 10 points. Each point around 15 words, 150 words. More points with less explanation.